Have you ever felt like you're chasing happiness, only to find it slipping through your fingers? You might be living your life day by day, but are you truly enjoying every moment? Imagine you have a beautiful garden, yet you find yourself always looking at your neighbor's garden, thinking it's better. What if I told you that the secret to a fulfilled life might just be in your own garden, waiting for you to notice? Why do we often feel dissatisfied even when we seem to have everything we need? What if the key to a truly happy life lies in understanding and embracing what we already have? These are not just philosophical questions, but practical inquiries that can shape how we live our everyday lives. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we explore profound insights drawn from Buddhism to help you live a more fulfilling and joyful life. In this video series, we will unravel the secrets to not wasting your happy life and discover how to truly savor each moment. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content that can make a real difference in your life. In this first part, we'll dive into what it means to waste a happy life and why so many of us feel unfulfilled despite our best efforts. We'll start by exploring the nature of happiness and why it's often elusive. Our fast-paced world constantly bombards us with messages that happiness is found in external achievements, more money, a better job, or a new gadget. But is that really where happiness lies? Buddhism teaches us that true contentment comes from within, and understanding this can transform how we experience life. We will look at how our expectations and desires can lead us away from genuine happiness. By comparing ourselves to others and focusing on what we lack, we miss out on the joy available in the present moment. Learning to appreciate and be mindful of what we already have can be a powerful shift in perspective. So, what does it mean to waste a happy life? It's not about missing out on big moments, but rather overlooking the small, everyday joys that can make life truly fulfilling. As we journey through this series, you'll discover practical advice rooted in Buddhist philosophy that can help you reclaim your happiness and start living a more enriched life. Stay tuned as we explore these concepts in depth, offering insights and actionable steps to help you embrace the happiness that's already within your reach. The illusion of happiness. What we get wrong. Imagine you're on a quest to find the perfect meal. You search high and low, trying every restaurant, but no matter what you taste, you never feel satisfied. Why is that? Could it be that you're looking in the wrong places or misunderstanding what truly satisfies your hunger? In our lives, many of us are on a similar quest for happiness. We believe that happiness is a destination we can reach by achieving certain goals or acquiring specific things. But what if I told you that this quest is often misguided? What if the illusion of happiness is keeping us from experiencing true joy? Buddhism teaches us that the pursuit of happiness through external means, like wealth, status, or possessions, is often a trap. These things can bring temporary pleasure, but they don't lead to lasting contentment. The real source of happiness is not outside us but within us, in how we perceive and respond to life's experiences. Let's take a closer look at this idea. Think about a time when you felt truly happy. Was it during a big achievement or a simple, everyday moment? Often, our most profound moments of happiness come from simple things. A warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. These moments are fleeting but meaningful, and they don't rely on external circumstances. So, why do we get caught up in the illusion that happiness is something we need to chase? It's partly because we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we need more to be happy. Advertisements, social media, and even well-meaning friends can create a sense of inadequacy, making us believe that we're missing out if we don't have the latest or greatest. Buddhism offers a different perspective. It teaches us that our suffering often comes from our desires and attachments. We chase after things thinking they will make us happy, but when we get them, the satisfaction is fleeting. This cycle can lead to frustration and a sense of emptiness, because true happiness is not found in external achievements, but in our inner state of mind. Understanding this can be liberating. It means that we don't have to wait for the perfect job, the perfect relationship, or the perfect moment to be happy. Happiness can be experienced right now, regardless of our external circumstances. It's about learning to find joy in the present moment, rather than constantly seeking it elsewhere. Consider this. What if you could find happiness in the very moments that you usually overlook? What if the key to a fulfilled life is not about obtaining more, but about appreciating what you already have? This shift in perspective can open up new possibilities for joy and contentment. As we continue this exploration, we'll delve deeper into how our misconceptions about happiness can impact our lives and how we can begin to change our approach. By understanding and addressing these illusions, we can start to live more authentically and find true satisfaction. So, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Are there areas where you might be chasing after happiness in the wrong places? How can you shift your focus to appreciate the present moment and find joy in the simple, everyday experiences? This journey is about discovering that happiness is not something we need to chase, but something we can cultivate within ourselves. By letting go of the illusion that happiness is always just out of reach, we can begin to experience a deeper, more lasting sense of contentment and peace. Finding joy in simplicity. Less is more. Imagine you have a room filled with so many things that you can't even find a chair to sit on. It's cluttered, overwhelming, and you feel trapped. Now, picture the same room, but this time, it's neatly arranged with only what you truly need. Suddenly, it feels peaceful, open, and inviting. This is what happens when we embrace simplicity in our lives. In our modern world, we're constantly told that more is better. More money, more possessions, more achievements. But is this really the path to happiness? Buddhism teaches us that true joy often comes from simplicity. By stripping away the excess and focusing on what truly matters, we find a deeper sense of contentment. Think about how we often fill our lives with distractions. Social media, constant notifications, and a never-ending to-do list can make us feel busy, but not necessarily fulfilled. When we simplify, we clear away these distractions and make space for what brings us real joy. It's like cleaning a messy room to find a hidden treasure. The treasure here is the clarity and peace that come from focusing on what's important. Simplicity isn't about giving up everything you enjoy. It's about finding balance and prioritizing the things that truly enrich your life. For example, instead of having dozens of possessions, you might find joy in a few cherished items. Instead of striving for endless achievements, you might find happiness in meaningful relationships and moments of quiet reflection. Consider the practice of mindful eating. When you eat slowly and savor each bite, you enjoy your food more and feel more satisfied. This simple act of mindfulness helps you appreciate the food and the moment. Similarly, when you simplify other aspects of your life, you can savor the richness of each experience more deeply. In Buddhism, there's a concept called non-attachment. It means not being overly fixated on material things or outcomes. When you let go of the need for more and focus on what you have, you experience a profound sense of freedom and joy. By not being attached to possessions, you can appreciate them more when you have them and feel content even without them. Think about how often we chase after the next big thing, believing it will bring us happiness. But when we finally get it, the joy is often fleeting. Simplicity teaches us to find contentment in the present moment and to appreciate what we already have. This doesn't mean we should stop setting goals or pursuing dreams. It means we should do so with an understanding that our happiness doesn't depend on these external achievements. Embracing simplicity also means learning to say no to things that drain our energy. It's about setting boundaries and creating space in your life for what truly matters. This might mean saying no to extra commitments that add stress or letting go of habits that don't serve your well-being. By simplifying your commitments and focusing on what aligns with your values, you create more room for joy and fulfillment. When we simplify our lives, we also make it easier to be present. With fewer distractions and less clutter, our minds are clearer and we can fully engage in the moment. This presence enhances our experiences and allows us to connect more deeply with others. In summary, Finding joy in simplicity involves clearing away the excess and focusing on what truly brings you happiness. By appreciating the simple things and letting go of unnecessary distractions, you create a life that is more fulfilling and meaningful. Remember, simplicity is not about deprivation, but about finding richness in what is truly important. So take a moment to reflect on your own life. What areas could benefit from a bit more simplicity? What could you let go of to make space for more joy? By embracing simplicity, you open the door to a more content and balanced life. Finding joy in simplicity. Less is more. My dear friends, have you ever felt that life is just too complicated? Do you sometimes wish things could be simpler, quieter, and more peaceful? You are not alone. Many people feel this way. We live in a world full of noise, distractions, and endless choices. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. But today, I want to share a secret with you, a secret that can bring more happiness into your life. The secret of simplicity. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a small pond, clear and still. The surface reflects the sky, the trees, and the birds flying above. Now imagine someone throws a rock into the pond. The water ripples, the reflection disappears, and everything becomes unclear. Our lives are like that pond. When we fill our lives with too many possessions, too many tasks, too much noise, it's like throwing rocks into the pond. Our minds become restless, our hearts troubled, and we cannot see clearly. But if we remove the clutter, if we let things settle, our lives can be calm and clear again. Simplicity is about understanding what truly matters and letting go of what does not. It's about focusing on what brings real happiness and peace. In Buddhism, we learn that joy is not found in having more things or doing more activities. Joy comes from appreciating what we already have, from being content with what is. The more we chase after more, the further away we get from happiness. But when we simplify, when we focus on the essentials, we open the door to true joy. Think about your daily life. How often do you feel stressed or anxious because there's too much to do, too much to think about? Now imagine cutting back. Imagine saying no to some of the demands on your time. Imagine having fewer possessions, fewer distractions. How would that feel? Would you feel lighter, freer, more at peace? Simplicity is about making space in your life for what really matters. Love, kindness, connection, and peace of mind. Let me share a practical example. Look around your home. How many things do you have that you rarely use? How many clothes in your closet have you not worn in months? How many gadgets and items are there just gathering dust? Each of these things takes up space, not only in your home, but in your mind. The more we have to take care of, and the more our minds become cluttered. Try this. Choose one room or one area of your home. Go through it and remove the things you no longer need. Give them away, donate them, or recycle them. Notice how you feel afterward. Do you feel a sense of relief, of lightness? This is the power of simplicity. Simplicity is not just about physical possessions. It's also about our thoughts and emotions. How often do we fill our minds with worries about the future or regrets about the past? These thoughts are like clutter in the mind, making it hard to see clearly and live fully in the present moment. Practice letting go of these thoughts. When you find your mind wandering to worries or regrets, gently bring it back to the present. Focus on your breath, on the sounds around you, on the sensations in your body. The present moment is where life happens, and it's where you can find true peace. In Buddhism, we talk about non-attachment. This doesn't mean we should not care about anything. It means we should not cling to things, ideas, or outcomes. Non-attachment is about freedom, the freedom to live fully in the present without being weighed down by the past or the future. When we simplify our lives, we practice non-attachment. We learn to let go of what doesn't serve us, making room for what truly brings joy. Think about the people you spend time with. Are there relationships that bring you stress or negativity? Are there people who drain your energy rather than uplift you? Simplicity is also about surrounding yourself with those who bring positivity, love, and kindness into your life. It's about choosing relationships that nourish your soul, rather than deplete it. Take time to be with those who matter, who make you feel loved and appreciated. Let go of relationships that bring more harm than good. Remember, my friends, less is more. By simplifying your life, you make space for the things that truly matter. You create room for joy, for peace, for love. You don't need more to be happy. You need less. You need to clear away the clutter so that the light of happiness can shine through. So, let us take a step towards simplicity today. Let us make a conscious choice to simplify our lives. Start with one small step. Maybe it's decluttering your home. Maybe it's spending a few moments in quiet reflection each day. Maybe it's choosing to spend time with loved ones instead of chasing after more. Each step you take towards simplicity brings you closer to a happy, peaceful, and fulfilled life. Life doesn't have to be complicated to be beautiful. In fact, the most beautiful things are often the simplest. A smile, a gentle breeze, a moment of silence, a heartfelt conversation. These are the moments that bring true joy. Let's embrace the beauty of simplicity. Let's live with less and experience more. More peace, more joy, more love. Simplicity is the key to unlocking a happy life. It is the path to true contentment, and it's a path that is available to each one of us. All we have to do is choose it. The danger of comparisons. Embrace your unique journey. Imagine you're on a peaceful walk through a serene forest, enjoying the tranquility and beauty around you. Suddenly, you spot another path that seems to be even more beautiful, with vibrant flowers and majestic trees. Instead of appreciating your own path, you begin to wish you were on that other trail. This simple shift in focus can transform your whole experience from one of contentment to one of dissatisfaction. In life, we often find ourselves comparing our journey to others. We look at the success of our friends, the achievements of our colleagues, or the seemingly perfect lives displayed on social media. But why do we let these comparisons dictate our happiness? What if I told you that this habit could be the biggest obstacle to truly enjoying your own unique journey? Buddhism teaches us that comparison is a thief of joy. When we constantly measure our lives against others, we set ourselves up for disappointment and self-doubt. It's like trying to judge the worth of a beautiful painting by comparing it to another piece of art that we deem superior. Each painting has its own unique qualities and beauty, just as each person's life does. Let's take a simple example. Consider two people, one who has a small, cozy home and another who lives in a grand mansion. If the person with the cozy home constantly compares their living situation to that of the mansion owner, they may fail to appreciate the warmth and comfort of their own space. The joy of a well-lived life is often overshadowed by the allure of what seems more desirable. This is where the danger lies. When we compare ourselves to others, we are not only setting ourselves up for dissatisfaction, but also ignoring the unique aspects of our own lives. Each of us has our own strengths, challenges, and experiences that shape who we are. Embracing your own journey means recognizing and appreciating these unique elements rather than wishing for someone else's path. Comparisons can lead to a cycle of perpetual discontent. We may find ourselves chasing after goals or possessions that do not truly resonate with our values or bring us genuine happiness. Instead, focusing on our personal growth and celebrating our own milestones can lead to a more fulfilling and authentic experience. Buddhist teachings encourage us to cultivate mindfulness and self-compassion. By being mindful of our own thoughts and feelings, we can better understand why we feel the urge to compare ourselves to others. Through self-compassion, we can gently guide ourselves back to appreciating our own journey and recognizing our worth. Consider the practice of gratitude. When we focus on what we have and what we have achieved, rather than what we lack, we shift our perspective towards positivity. Keeping a gratitude journal, or simply taking a moment each day to reflect on the good aspects of our lives, can help us stay grounded and content. The next time you find yourself comparing your life to someone else's, pause and remind yourself of the unique qualities that make your journey special. Reflect on your own accomplishments and the small joys that bring you happiness. By doing so, you embrace your own path and find contentment in your personal journey. In summary, Embracing your unique journey involves recognizing and appreciating the distinct aspects of your own life rather than comparing it to others. By focusing on your personal growth and practicing gratitude, you can cultivate a deeper sense of satisfaction and joy. Remember, the beauty of your journey lies in its uniqueness and the experiences that shape it. The impermanence of life, cherishing every moment. Imagine you're holding a beautiful, delicate flower in your hand. It's vibrant and full of life. But soon, the petals begin to wilt and the flower fades away. This fleeting nature of the flower is a powerful reminder of life's impermanence. Everything around us, including our moments of joy, is constantly changing. Understanding and accepting this can transform how we live and experience each day. The concept of impermanence, or anicca in Buddhism, tells us that nothing stays the same forever. Just like the flower, our experiences, emotions, and even our very lives are in a constant state of flux. This might seem unsettling, but it's also deeply liberating. When we accept that change is a natural part of life, we can learn to appreciate every moment more fully. Why is it so important to embrace impermanence? Because it helps us cherish the present moment. Often, we take our time, our loved ones, and our experiences for granted, assuming they will always be there. But the reality is that things can change in an instant. By recognizing this, we can learn to be more present and grateful for what we have right now. Think about the last time you enjoyed a simple pleasure, a sunny day, a delicious meal, or a heartfelt conversation. How often do we rush through these moments, distracted by worries about the future or regrets from the past? Embracing impermanence means being fully present in these experiences, savoring them without getting lost in what might come next or what's already gone. When we understand that nothing lasts forever, we start to let go of our attachments and fears. We worry less about losing what we have and focus more on appreciating it while it's here. This shift in perspective can bring a profound sense of peace and joy. Consider a time when you felt truly happy. Perhaps a family gathering, a day with friends, or a personal achievement. That happiness was special because it was a moment in time, unique and fleeting. By acknowledging its impermanence, we can learn to hold on to those moments with greater appreciation, rather than clinging to them desperately. Accepting impermanence also helps us deal with difficulties and challenges. When we understand that tough times are not permanent, we can face them with greater resilience and hope. Knowing that challenges will pass allows us to remain calm and centered, even when things seem difficult. In Buddhism, this acceptance of impermanence is not about being detached or indifferent. It's about understanding the nature of reality and finding joy in the present. By embracing change, we open ourselves to a deeper appreciation of life's beauty and richness. Embracing impermanence also encourages us to live more authentically. When we recognize that life is fleeting, we become more motivated to live according to our values and passions. We're less likely to waste time on trivial concerns or to postpone our dreams. Instead, we take action now, making the most of each day. To incorporate this understanding into your daily life, start by paying attention to the small, everyday moments. Notice the beauty in a sunset, the comfort of a warm cup of tea, or the joy of a good conversation. Recognize that these moments are precious because they are fleeting, and savor them fully. Additionally, practice mindfulness to help you stay grounded in the present. When you find yourself worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, gently bring your focus back to the here and now. This practice can help you stay connected to the richness of each moment, despite its transient nature. In summary, the impermanence of life is a powerful concept that can enhance our appreciation of each moment. By accepting that everything changes, we can cherish our experiences more deeply, handle challenges with greater ease, and live more authentically. Embrace the fleeting nature of life, and let it inspire you to fully enjoy the present moment. The impermanence of life, cherishing every moment. Life is like a flowing river, constantly changing and moving forward. Imagine standing by a riverbank, watching the water rush by. Each moment in the river is unique and fleeting, just like each moment in our lives. This is the essence of impermanence. Everything is in constant flux. By understanding and embracing this truth, we can learn to appreciate the present moment more deeply. We often cling to moments and experiences as if they will last forever. We may hold on to the joy of a perfect day or the sadness of a difficult time, expecting them to stay the same. But just like the river, everything changes. The joy we feel today will shift, and the challenges we face will eventually pass. Recognizing this helps us let go of our attachments and live more fully in the present. Consider how a beautiful sunset only lasts for a short while. If you try to hold on to the sunset, it slips away, and you miss the experience of its beauty. Similarly, if we cling to moments in our lives, we miss the chance to fully enjoy them as they happen. By accepting that everything is temporary, we can savor each experience without the fear of losing it. Buddhism teaches us that understanding the impermanence of life helps us appreciate what we have now. When we know that moments of joy and sorrow are temporary, we can approach life with more openness and less attachment. This awareness helps us to embrace life's ups and downs with a sense of peace and gratitude. When we accept the impermanent nature of life, we also learn to let go of regrets about the past and worries about the future. We realize that each moment is a new opportunity to experience life. This understanding encourages us to live more authentically and embrace each moment as it comes. Think about how we often strive for future happiness, thinking that it will come with achieving certain goals or milestones. However, when we focus too much on the future, we miss out on the joy available in the present. By acknowledging that the present is all we truly have, we can begin to appreciate it more fully. The practice of mindfulness helps us connect with the present moment and see its value. When we focus on what is happening now, we become more aware of the small joys and experiences that make life rich. This practice helps us to live more fully and find contentment in our everyday lives. In Buddhism, there is a saying that nothing lasts forever, not even our troubles. This teaching encourages us to remember that difficult times will eventually pass and that happiness can be found in the present. By holding this perspective, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. To embrace the impermanence of life, we can practice gratitude for the present moment. Each experience, whether it's a beautiful sunrise or a quiet evening, is a precious part of our lives. By being thankful for these moments, we cultivate a deeper sense of appreciation and joy. When we understand that everything is temporary, we can let go of the need to control or fix things. We learn to accept life as it is and find peace in the flow of change. This acceptance helps us to live more freely and experience a greater sense of inner calm. Embracing impermanence also means letting go of the fear of change. Instead of resisting the natural flow of life, we can learn to adapt and grow with it. This flexibility allows us to experience life more fully and find joy in the process of change. By recognizing the impermanent nature of life, we become more compassionate towards ourselves and others. We understand that everyone is going through their own struggles and changes, and this empathy helps us to connect with others on a deeper level. In summary, the impermanence of life is a fundamental truth that can help us appreciate the present moment and live more fully. By accepting that everything is temporary, we learn to cherish each experience and find joy in the flow of life. Embracing this perspective allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and find contentment in the here and now. Overcoming negativity. Cultivating a positive mindset. Imagine you're walking through a beautiful forest, surrounded by the sounds of chirping birds and the rustling of leaves. Yet, despite the serenity around you, you can't shake off the nagging thoughts of worry and doubt. What if I told you that overcoming these negative thoughts and cultivating a positive mindset could transform your entire experience of life? Negativity can often feel like an unwelcome guest that overstays its visit. It creeps into our thoughts, clouds our judgment, and steals our peace of mind. But here's the truth. While we can't always control the negative thoughts that come our way, we can control how we respond to them. Buddhism offers us profound wisdom on how to manage and transform these negative thoughts. One key teaching is that our mind is like a garden. Just as a gardener removes weeds to let flowers bloom, we need to address negative thoughts to allow positive feelings to flourish. First, let's understand where these negative thoughts come from. Often, they arise from our fears, insecurities, or past experiences. They might be triggered by a challenging situation at work, a disagreement with a loved one, or even just the constant pressure of daily life. These thoughts can be persistent, often repeating themselves and making it hard to focus on the positives in our lives. So, how do we tackle these persistent negative thoughts? Buddhism teaches us to observe our thoughts without judgment. Imagine yourself as a calm observer, standing on the shore of a river, watching the thoughts float by like leaves. Instead of getting caught up in the current, you simply notice them and let them drift away. This practice helps us detach from the negativity and see it for what it is, just thoughts, not truths. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. By being present in the moment, we can shift our focus from negative thoughts to what is happening right now. For example, instead of worrying about a problem that might occur in the future, bring your attention to your breath, your surroundings, or a simple activity, like drinking a cup of tea. Mindfulness grounds us and helps us break free from the cycle of negative thinking. Cultivating a positive mindset also involves changing our inner dialogue. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Are you harsh and critical, or are you kind and encouraging? Buddhism teaches us to practice self-compassion. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we create a more supportive inner environment that naturally fosters positivity. Here's an exercise to try. Each day, make a habit of writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. Maybe it's the taste of your favorite coffee, a smile from a stranger, or a moment of peace in your busy day. This simple practice can shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, gradually changing your overall mindset. Let's not forget the power of surrounding ourselves with positive influences. The people we spend time with can significantly impact our thoughts and attitudes. Seek out those who uplift and inspire you. And consider distancing yourself from individuals who consistently bring negativity into your life. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of good company in cultivating a healthy, positive mindset. Remember, overcoming negativity is a continuous process. It's about building habits that support a positive outlook and being gentle with yourself as you work through challenges. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you gradually create a more positive and resilient mindset. As we continue on this journey, keep in mind that transforming negative thoughts into positive actions is not about denying reality or ignoring problems. It's about choosing to focus on what we can control and finding peace amidst the chaos. By nurturing a positive mindset, you invite more joy and fulfillment into your life, allowing you to truly savor each moment. Gratitude as a key to happiness. Recognizing life's blessings. Imagine waking up every morning with a feeling of contentment, no matter what challenges the day brings. What if the secret to achieving this state of happiness lies in something as simple as saying thank you? In Buddhism, gratitude isn't just a polite gesture. It's a powerful tool that can transform your life. When we think about gratitude, we often focus on big events, a promotion at work, a gift from a loved one, or a special occasion. But what about the small, everyday moments? The warm sun on your face, the sound of birds singing, or even a kind word from a stranger. These are all reasons to feel thankful. Gratitude, in its simplest form, is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives. It's easy to take these things for granted, especially when we're caught up in our daily routines or facing difficulties. But by making a conscious effort to notice and acknowledge the positives, we can shift our mindset and enhance our overall well-being. Buddhism teaches that our happiness isn't dependent on external circumstances, but on how we perceive and respond to them. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we align ourselves with a sense of contentment and peace. This doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges, but rather understanding that even in tough times, there are reasons to be grateful. Think about how gratitude can change your perspective. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of feeling frustrated, try focusing on the fact that you have a car that's getting you to your destination. Or if you're facing a difficult task at work, be thankful for the opportunity to grow and learn from the experience. One way to cultivate gratitude is through a daily practice. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you're thankful for. You can keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things each day that bring you joy or satisfaction. This practice helps train your mind to focus on the positives and can lead to a more optimistic outlook on life. Gratitude also has a profound impact on our relationships. When we express appreciation to others, we strengthen our connections and build a supportive network. A simple thank you or a kind word can make someone's day and create a ripple effect of positivity. Moreover, practicing gratitude can improve your mental and physical health. Research has shown that people who regularly express gratitude experience lower levels of stress and depression, better sleep, and overall greater happiness. By acknowledging and appreciating the good things in your life, you're actively contributing to your own well-being. In Buddhist teachings, gratitude is closely linked with the concept of mindfulness. Being mindful means being fully present in the moment and appreciating the here and now. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of the blessings in our lives and develop a deeper sense of appreciation. Consider how this practice can influence your daily life. When you're mindful of the small joys and express gratitude for them, you create a more positive and fulfilling experience. This simple shift in focus can transform your approach to life's ups and downs, making you more resilient and content. As we continue to explore the role of gratitude, remember that it's not about making grand gestures or waiting for special occasions. It's about integrating this practice into your daily life and recognizing the abundance of blessings that surround you. By doing so, you open yourself up to a deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment. So, the next time you find yourself caught in the whirlwind of everyday challenges, take a moment to pause and reflect on what you're grateful for. This small but powerful practice can help you navigate life's difficulties with a sense of peace and appreciation, ultimately leading to a more joyful and satisfying life. Gratitude is more than just a feeling. It's a practice that can transform your life. By making it a regular part of your routine, you can cultivate a more positive mindset and enjoy a richer, more fulfilling existence. So, embrace gratitude and let it guide you toward a happier, more contented life. Letting go of attachments, finding inner freedom. Have you ever clung to something so tightly that it began to cause you pain? Imagine holding onto a hot coal. The longer you hold it, the more it burns. This is how attachments work in our lives. We hold on to things, people, objects, or even ideas, and this attachment can cause us suffering. In the journey to finding inner freedom, letting go of attachments is like releasing that hot coal. It's not about abandoning everything we care about, but about understanding that our happiness does not depend on these things. This concept is central to Buddhist teachings and is essential for finding peace within ourselves. Attachments can take many forms. They might be our relationships, possessions, or ambitions. While it's natural to feel connected to these aspects of our lives, when we become overly attached, we set ourselves up for disappointment and pain. The more we depend on external factors for our happiness, the more we set ourselves up for suffering. Think about a time when you felt deeply attached to something. Perhaps it was a job you loved or a relationship you cherished. When things didn't go as planned, did you feel a sense of loss or sadness? This is a sign of attachment. The more we cling to something, the harder it is to accept change or loss. Buddhism teaches us that everything is impermanent. Nothing stays the same forever, and this includes our possessions and relationships. By recognizing the transient nature of life, we can start to loosen our grip on these attachments. It's about accepting that change is a natural part of existence and learning to embrace it with grace. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on what we love or care about. Instead, It means understanding that our sense of well-being doesn't need to be tied to any specific outcome. It's about finding inner peace by accepting that everything is in a state of flux. This acceptance brings freedom because it allows us to let go of the need to control or hold on to things. Consider how you might practice letting go in your own life. Start by identifying one attachment you have. It could be an item you've collected, a person you feel overly dependent on, or a particular outcome you're striving for. Notice how this attachment affects you. Does it bring you joy, or does it cause anxiety or stress? Next, try to gently loosen your grip on this attachment. You don't have to give it up entirely, but practice shifting your focus away from it. For example, if you're attached to a specific outcome in your career, try to focus more on the process and less on the result. By doing so, you allow yourself to find contentment in the journey rather than the destination. As you begin to let go, you'll find that your sense of freedom and inner peace grows. You become less reliant on external factors for your happiness and more connected to your inner self. This shift brings a profound sense of liberation because you're no longer bound by the whims of the external world. Letting go of attachments also means learning to enjoy the present moment without clinging to it. Each moment is unique and fleeting, and by embracing it without attachment, you allow yourself to experience life fully. You become more present, more mindful, and more at peace with the ebb and flow of existence. Remember, letting go is a gradual process. It doesn't happen overnight, and it requires patience and practice. Be gentle with yourself as you work through your attachments. Celebrate the small victories and continue to cultivate a mindset of acceptance and freedom. In this journey towards inner freedom, letting go of attachments is a powerful tool. It allows you to experience life more fully and find joy in the present moment. By understanding the nature of attachment and practicing release, you open yourself up to a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. So, take a moment to reflect on your attachments and begin the process of letting go. Embrace the freedom that comes with it and enjoy the clarity and peace it brings. The role of compassion. How helping others enhances your joy. Imagine a candle. When you light a candle and use it to illuminate the room, the flame doesn't lose its brightness. Instead, it spreads warmth and light, making everything around it more vibrant. This simple act of lighting a candle is a powerful metaphor for compassion. When you help others, you don't diminish your own happiness. Instead, you amplify it. Compassion isn't just about feeling sympathy for others. It's about actively working to make their lives better. In Buddhism, compassion is considered a key to true happiness. When you practice compassion, you engage in acts that benefit others, which in turn enriches your own life. It's like planting seeds of kindness that grow into a garden of joy. Think about times when you've helped someone. Maybe you volunteered at a shelter, offered a listening ear to a friend in need, or simply gave a smile to a stranger. How did it make you feel? Often, these moments of kindness create a deep sense of fulfillment. You might not get anything tangible in return, but the inner warmth and satisfaction you experience are invaluable. Why does compassion have such a powerful effect on our happiness? It's because when we help others, we connect with them on a deeper level. We see their struggles and joys, and we become part of their journey. This connection helps us understand that we're not alone in our experiences. We're part of a larger community, and our actions matter. In Buddhism, there's a concept known as metta, which translates to loving kindness. This practice involves wishing well for others, regardless of who they are. It's about sending out positive intentions and acting with kindness. When you cultivate metta, you open your heart and mind to the well-being of others. This practice not only benefits those you help, but also enriches your own life. Another important aspect of compassion is empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and understanding their feelings. It's not always easy, especially if their experiences are very different from your own. However, by trying to understand their perspective, you deepen your connection with them. This connection can lead to greater joy and satisfaction in your own life. Consider how empathy and compassion can transform your daily interactions. When you approach people with kindness and understanding, you create a positive ripple effect. Your compassionate actions can inspire others to act similarly, spreading more kindness throughout the world. This collective wave of goodwill enhances the overall quality of life, making the world a better place for everyone. Moreover, compassion can also help you navigate difficult situations. When faced with challenges or conflicts, responding with compassion rather than judgment or anger can lead to more harmonious resolutions. It allows you to approach problems with a calm and open heart, making it easier to find solutions that benefit everyone involved. In your own life, try to find small ways to practice compassion every day. It could be as simple as holding the door open for someone, offering a compliment, or checking in with a friend who's going through a tough time. These small acts of kindness may seem insignificant, but they have a profound impact on both you and the people you interact with. Remember, compassion isn't about seeking recognition or rewards. It's about acting from the heart and genuinely caring for others. When you focus on helping others and making their lives better, you create a positive environment around you. This positive environment contributes to your own happiness and well-being. Finally, keep in mind that compassion is a practice. It's something you could develop and strengthen over time. By making a conscious effort to be kind and understanding, you'll find that compassion becomes a natural part of who you are. This transformation can lead to a more joyful and fulfilling life, where your happiness is intertwined with the well-being of those around you. So, as you go about your day, look for opportunities to be compassionate. Whether it's through small gestures or larger acts of kindness, each effort contributes to a more connected and joyful existence. Embrace the role of compassion in your life, and watch how it enhances your happiness and brings greater meaning to your journey. Sustaining happiness. Daily practices for a happy life. Welcome to the final part of our journey on Don't Waste Your Happy Life. Over the past series, we've explored various aspects of happiness through the lens of Buddhist teachings. Today, we will focus on how to sustain that happiness with daily practices that can make a lasting difference in your life. So, what does it take to maintain happiness day after day? It's not about a single grand action, but rather about the small, consistent habits we cultivate. Think of happiness as a garden that needs regular care to flourish. Without daily attention, even the most beautiful garden can become overgrown with weeds. Similarly, without daily practices, our inner sense of joy can fade. One of the most fundamental practices is mindfulness. Being mindful means paying full attention to what you're doing, whether it's eating, walking, or simply being. When you focus on the present moment, you connect more deeply with your experiences. This connection helps you appreciate life more fully and reduces stress. Another essential practice is gratitude. Taking a few moments each day to acknowledge what you're thankful for can shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have. It could be as simple as appreciating a beautiful sunrise, a kind gesture from a friend, or even just the comfort of a warm cup of tea. Gratitude helps anchor you in the positive aspects of life, making it easier to maintain a cheerful outlook. Compassion is also crucial in sustaining happiness. When you act with kindness towards others, it not only benefits them, but also enriches your own life. Acts of compassion, whether big or small, create a ripple effect of goodwill and strengthen your sense of connection to others. This sense of belonging and purpose can deeply enhance your overall happiness. Equally important is letting go of perfectionism. Striving for perfection can be a major source of stress and disappointment. Instead, focus on doing your best and accepting that it's okay to make mistakes. Embracing imperfections allows you to live more freely and enjoy life's journey without being bogged down by unrealistic expectations. Creating a routine that includes these practices can help you weave happiness into your daily life. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even a few minutes of mindfulness, a brief moment of gratitude, or a small act of kindness each day can make a significant impact. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a continuous journey. By integrating these practices into your life, you create a strong foundation for sustained joy and fulfillment. The key is consistency and an open heart. Approach each day with a sense of curiosity and appreciation for the present moment. As we conclude this series, I hope you have found valuable insights that will help you live a more fulfilling life. Remember, the practices we've discussed are tools to support you on your journey, but the most important part is to make them your own and adapt them to fit your life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of happiness. If you found this series helpful, please take a moment to like, comment, and share your thoughts. Your feedback is invaluable and helps us continue to provide content that matters to you. Don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more insights and inspiration. Your support makes a difference, and we look forward to bringing you more content that can enrich your life. May your journey be filled with joy, peace, and fulfillment.